Hi, welcome to Azariah's Fiber Arts. My name is Sarah, and I am the artist and designer behind Azariah's Fiber Arts. Hit the like or subscribe button anytime while you're watching. All right, let's get into it. I have a glass pot. I've never actually used this glass pot for dyeing. Really excited to do this. We'll see how it turns out. It might be a very short video, or it may go well. Okay. So I have my glass pot about halfway full of water. I have about 50 grams of fiber here. You can see it's dry. It is wool of some sort. It was a cheaper roving. I bought it, it's like Sackets. I'm using it to stuff a stuffed animal I'm crocheting. So I'm just going to very slowly, you can see the water coming up over there on the back, put this in. That's why I only had it halfway full. I want this to soak overnight. Wool is naturally water resistant, so this is going to take a little bit of effort. Once I get the bottom wet enough, I will turn it over so that it can kind of be its own weight. You can see that that's wet. Now it will act like a straw and it will soak it up very slowly. So I'm just going to leave it here and I'm going to put the lid on it just because I have it. There's no need to put the lid on it. I will probably not dye with the lid on it tomorrow. All right. See you tomorrow. All right, we are here next day. Now in my kitchen, I've got a hot plate and my glass pot. You can see how much of the water is gone. I have not added any water to this. I thought about it, but it's okay. What I'm going to do now is mix up my dye. And this is a regular glass measuring cup, nothing special about it. It has 1/4 of a cup of vinegar in it, and I'm going to add enough water to make a cup, so technically 3/4 of a cup of water. And this is just plain tap water. I haven't done anything to it. That doesn't matter so much with acid dye. It will matter more with the natural dye. I got a fork for mixing. And this is all just regular stuff out of my kitchen because, again, I'm using the Kool-Aid packets. So this is a safe way to do it. I'm going to open my 2 packets of Kool-Aid. I chose black cherry. Different Kool-Aids will do different things. Black cherry doesn't do anything in particular. I'm using 2 packets so that I can get a deeper color. Some of the Kool-Aid colors, like grape, they will break if left standing long enough before they're heated. And some of the blue will separate itself out. I haven't gotten any like pink results from that. But definitely a lot of blue and some different purples. Here's a picture of that. Depending on if you're dyeing yarn or fiber, and depending on what kind of dye result you want, will depend on how you want to do this next step. If you want a good, solid, consistent color, you're going to want to remove your fiber from this water right now and put it into another container. Add your dye and stir so that it will be an even color. But I'm feeling adventurous, and because it's roving, so it's going to come out completely different. And I can always, if I don't like how splotchy it is or something, I can always card it back together until it's a solid color. It just won't be as deep. That's one of the awesome things about dyeing is you have so many options and so many choices so that you can get the yarn or the fiber you want. So I'm just going to add my dye now. to set a timer, and I'm going to leave that sit for about 10 or 15 minutes before I turn the heat on. When I turn the heat on, I'm going to record the whole heating process without sound so that we can watch it go from this and the water turn clear, because to me that's the coolest part. This next section is the whole heating process. I took about 3 hours worth of filming and condensed it into just under 10 minutes. You can scroll through it, you can sit and watch all of it. There isn't any sound or background music or anything like that. So just sit back and enjoy watching the water level change, the color change, and all that different kind of stuff going on. And I let the pot sit and cool overnight. After the burner got cool enough, I just took it off the burner and put it on the counter. So it's completely cool now. When you're working with roving, you want to be careful that you don't accidentally felt things. So I didn't tie this one up because it fit in the pot so well. If I had more roving and was using a larger pot and had multiple bundles, I would have tied it up with cotton yarn or shoestring or something. So I am now just going to dump the whole pot into this small salad spinner. You see the water's clear after how dark the dye was. That's pretty cool. Like I said, that's one of my favorite parts. It seems, okay, it's not stuck, but it's just not cooperating. Plop. You see it got darker on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to do this off camera, is I'm going to spin it, and then I'm going to rinse it with the tap water that's roughly the same temperature as what it is, which is room temperature, so not very hot, because again, I don't want to felt it. Then after that, I will spin it again and put it on the drying rack. Here is a picture of the finished dried roving. For more about acid dyes, check out the blog post that I have linked in the description. If this tutorial was helpful for you, please hit the like button. Be sure and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching. If you have more questions, you're welcome to leave a comment below or email me, Sarah@azariasfiberarts.com. Happy making!